In a small village nestled between rolling hills lived a man named Samuel. He was known throughout the village as a hard-working laborer who dedicated his days to toiling in the fields and helping others with various tasks. Despite his tireless efforts, Samuel was a poor man who struggled to make ends meet. Each morning, Samuel would wake up before dawn and set out for a day of labor. He worked on farms, tended to livestock, and took on odd jobs to earn a meager income. His clothes were tattered and his hands were calloused from years of manual work. But Samuel had a spirit that was unbreakable and a heart that was full of kindness. Despite his own financial struggles, Samuel was always willing to lend a helping hand to those in need. He would share his meager meals with others, offer assistance to elderly neighbors, and provide a listening ear to anyone who needed it. His selflessness was a source of inspiration to the village, and he was admired for his humility and generosity. One day, as Samuel was working in the fields, he noticed a stray dog that seemed lost and hungry. Without hesitation, he shared a portion of his lunch with the dog and offered it a gentle pat on the head. From that day on, the dog became Samuel's faithful companion, following him wherever he went. As the seasons changed, the village faced a severe drought. Crops withered, and families struggled to find enough food to sustain themselves. Samuel's own situation became even more dire, but he continued to work tirelessly, hoping that the situation would improve. One evening, a wealthy merchant named Henry visited the village. He was struck by Samuel's kindness and resilience despite his poverty. He observed Samuel sharing his meager meals with others, and noticed the loyal dog that never left his side. Curious, Henry approached Samuel and struck up a conversation. Samuel spoke humbly about his life and his struggles, never once complaining about his circumstances. Henry was deeply moved by Samuel's character and decided to help him in any way he could. Henry used his influence to organize a community effort to support Samuel and the village during the drought. Food, water, and supplies were gathered, and the village came together to provide assistance to those in need. Samuel's kindness had created a ripple effect of compassion that inspired others to join the cause. When Samuel learned about the community's efforts, he was overwhelmed with gratitude. He realized that his simple acts of kindness had not gone unnoticed, and that the village cared deeply for him. With tears in his eyes, he expressed his gratitude to Henry and the entire village for their support. As the drought finally ended and the village began to recover, Samuel's life started to change. With the help of his neighbors, he was able to improve his living conditions and provide a better life for his loyal dog. He continued to work hard, but he was no longer burdened by the weight of poverty alone. Samuel's story became a source of inspiration for the village, a reminder that even in the face of adversity, kindness and selflessness could make a significant impact. His journey from a poor worker to a symbol of hope showed that true wealth wasn't measured in possessions, but in the connections and compassion we share with others.